PricewaterhouseCoopers recently completed an analysis of the global job market, reviewing over 1 billion job advertisements across 27 different countries to understand current hiring trends. This chart reveals a stark disparity. When we look at two candidates applying for the exact same job title and function, the individual with AI skills is offered a salary 62% higher than the one without. Employers offer this premium to solve specific technical bottlenecks they cannot address with the current talent pool. It is a calculated response to an acute supply and demand mismatch for specialized skills. This line graph tracks the velocity of that trend. 3 years ago, the premium for AI skills sat at 25%. A year later, it reached 56%. Today, it's at 62%, spreading from tech into manufacturing and finance. But the dotted projection line shows what happens as more people train. That premium will drop as the market reaches saturation. This 62% gap is a temporary economic window. It is a fleeting arbitrage opportunity that will close within the next 5 to 10 years as the global labor market adapts. We have seen this exact economic playbook before. Between 1995 and 2005, the global economy rapidly standardized its digital infrastructure. Companies were desperate for anyone who understood computer science. Because demand astronomically outweighed the supply of programmers, fresh graduates commanded starting salaries that were outliers for the era. By the mid-2000s, businesses had built their technical teams, but they lacked the managerial personnel to connect that output to high-level business decisions. This created the MBA boom. Elite institutions, like the Indian School of Business shown here, provided a credential that doubled or tripled salaries overnight by offering the exact managerial oversight the market lacked. Eventually, the premiums for both IT degrees and standard MBAs leveled off as millions of graduates flooded the market and neutralized the scarcity. AI is the new scarcity. Companies are paying the 62% premium because they are currently desperate, and that gap will vanish as soon as the talent supply catches up. Capturing this 62% premium requires understanding where the actual market value lies. This quadrant chart maps the relationship between the effort you invest and the financial return you can expect. Surface-level AI usage, like basic prompting in ChatGPT, sits in the bottom left. Because anyone can do this with zero training, its market value is practically non-existent. The bottom right represents the certificate trap. This is where people spend months on video courses to collect credentials without building any actual projects. Notice the icon is flashing red. This path offers high effort for very little return. Employers reserve the 62% premium for the top right quadrant, applied AI and architectural engineering. This is where the real complexity lives. Companies need bespoke business solutions. They are looking for builders who can ingest proprietary data and engineer systems that solve unique problems, rather than people who just interact with a consumer chatbot. That 62% premium is compensation for enduring a steep and technical learning curve.
It is only accessible to those willing to move into that high-value quadrant. Standard AI models are trained on public information. This means they are blind to private, internal data, which limits their utility for business. This diagram illustrates the solution companies are paying for: Retrieval Augmented Generation, or RAG. It is the dividing line between amateur and professional AI implementation. RAG allows an employee to securely connect a model to internal databases. The AI then ignores the noise of the public internet and answers questions based solely on the private context of that specific business. Beyond RAG, companies need multi-agent systems. These involve orchestrating multiple AI agents to automate complex manual workflows without requiring a human to manage every step. Mastering these systems means taking a prototype from a laptop and hosting it in a live production environment where it can be monitored and scaled.
Understanding RAG and multi-agent workflows is the specific threshold that separates a replaceable employee from the most indispensable person in the company. Entering this space requires a foundation in logic, databases, and Python programming. It is a highly specialized field that you cannot enter from absolute zero. The professional certificate program offered by the IIT Kanpur ENICT Academy and Simplilearn serves as a benchmark for what this training looks like in practice. The curriculum demands 5 months of intensive, live, interactive classes. Most students do this while managing the pressures of a full-time job. The current education system often lacks hands-on experience. Success in this field requires programs that force you to build a functional portfolio, rather than just passing tests. A prestigious certificate gets you through the initial screening, but only the ability to demonstrate a live build project will secure the 62% salary deal. The barrier to entry is high, requiring a significant sacrifice of time and effort. That difficulty is the exact reason the premium exists. Because this investment is significant, you must evaluate if your profile matches the timeline. This flowchart maps ROI for different users. The mid-career professional with basic tech literacy is the ideal candidate. These professionals already have the business context needed to apply AI to real-world problems, allowing them to capture the premium almost immediately. Beginners with zero technical background will see a negative ROI jumping into advanced AI. They must learn Python first. And those unwilling to code should save their money entirely. A certificate alone won't bump your career. Advanced AI upskilling is a lucrative accelerator for those who are fundamentally prepared to use it. The 62% premium is currently at its peak. Every month you wait, the inevitable wave of oversupply moves closer to the market. AI creates entirely new categories of work while automating others, shifting the value to those who can direct the machine. The future belongs to the individuals who prove they can build. Companies will always need the builders to make their AI investments work. The window is open. Decide if you are ready.